I've been getting so many ads for those.
Oh yeah,
those ones.
that's there too. Totally get it when they're like buy one get 3 free or whatever. But they're fun. Yeah, I like them.
Zero context.
I'm glad I also went with a slightly spooky Halloween vibe.
Yes.
I got asked so many times today what my costume was.
Hey, I got this vaguely like I don't know.
Luna moth.
Some
It's a
kind of
moth?
yellow lunar
That's
moth.
cool.
Yeah.
Looks
Luna
good.
moth with a Luna.
Yeah.
There's a water
The
bottle in
art
front of me.
style reminds
You
me
are
a lot
over there,
of
John.
a shirt
Welcome.
that I
Be
got
very, very
in
careful.
Fort
There are so many
Townsend.
cords.
Okay. Might be the same artist.
It's
Yeah.
a water bottle.
Hey.
Are we live?
We're live.
We're
Hello.
live.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
Hey, I knew that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my phone so I can make sure we got the stream going.
Happy
and everything.
Halloween. It's not Halloween.
There's a chat.
That's right.
There's a chat?
We've got to make sure to
There's a chat happening right now?
If we stream
It looks
Are
like
things actually happening?
I'm gonna open it up.
There's a water bottle in front. That's all I can focus on.
Okay, that looks like
that
a
should
chat
move.
window, and I'm seeing a lot of people talking.
Here,
Oh,
I'm gonna
goodness,
help
are we
help
talking?
you with that.
I don't see.
Hopefully.
I'm just gonna let you guys. Yeah. I should share this link, actually. I should send this to
Oh
people.
shoot! Yeah. Hey.
I
what's
know,
up?
right?
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, wait a minute.
Hello, we've got Alicia there. And Sean Zan.
Hey.
Hey everyone.
We're all just gonna look at our phone.
We're
Yeah.
working. We're working. I'm gonna ask all my other.
You can pull the chat up on your phones if you want to see what the people are saying. Hi, everybody.
Oh, shoot.
Hello.
So much for being here.
Can I drop a giraffe in chat?
You
You
can do
can't.
whatever you want, man. You work here.
I am an illiterate caveman. How do I bring that up on my phone?
Go to YouTube. Look up the Dark Northwest.
Who are we missing?
Turn your
I
volume
got
down.
it.
Okay.
Turn your volume down. I'll get all my Gen Z friends in here.
Oh, we got one giraffe. Thank you, Alicia, for the giraffe.
Hey!
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, welcome to our very first live stream. This is a very new thing for us. We hope to be able to do this a little bit more occasionally just to show you guys what we're working on and show off some of the new things. Like tonight, we are going to do a listen through with you of episode 8, and then we are going to debut early episode 9, the finale of season 1. I recommend having your tissues, not for gross reasons, but for the crying reasons. Because it's
Way to make it weird.
I gotta make it a little bit weird.
That's his job.
I mean, to be fair, we wouldn't know, but like honor system.
Honor system.
Oh my goodness.
Or they don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome. People saying hi to us. We got Sean Zan up in here. We got Farpoint Station. We got all sorts of
I like
friends.
the
We
Star
got
Trek
10
reference.
We got 10 whole
Whoever-
viewers.
Whoever is Farpoint Station
Nice.
has like extra cool points.
Extra cool.
Yeah, so don't mind
points.
us as we are looking down at our phones and just checking your chats and
Yeah.
saying hi.
We're,
I appreciate all the Samsung representation.
Hell yeah, Samsung for life.
Yep.
Oh, dude, corporate sponsorship.
Whoa!
There we go.
Hey, Samsung reps, if you're watching, I know I personally love my Samsung device.
What is happening?
The camera on this thing is the best.
I do someone to voice
I love how
the
you
customer help
said you
reference
said
menu.
Samsung reps if you're watching, and then proceeded to do an ad even though no one's paid
Also,
you
hey,
to.
just as a heads up, I love editing this podcast using my Raycon every day.
While playing Raid Shadow Legends at the same
Stop!
time.
There it goes.
AFK Arena.
Unfortunately, you can do it at work, and the boss won't even know, thanks to today's sponsor, NordVPN.
Oh, we have Dr. Steve from our Patreon all up in the house.
Hey!
What's up, Doc?
Yeah,
The
not the tallest
not the
fan.
yeah. Yeah.
Somehow not. That's okay though. You don't have to be the tallest fan to enjoy the show.
Yeah.
It's true. Even though the cast is, some of us are very tall.
Indeed.
I'm
I'm 6'1" and am not the tallest.
I'm 5'9" and I'm one of the
He's scary.
shortest.
Scary tall.
Ditto. Those two. Those two are evil.
Hey,
Like, I'm
They're
like
evil.
6'3" and I feel short.
yeah.
We put you in the little chair.
A little chair.
You know, I was at the kiddie table until I was at least in my mid-30s at my, parents' place, so I'm used to the small chair.
When I turned 6'4", they made me sign a contract
What?
to be evil.
To be
Oh.
evil?
that
You
weird
were
song.
holding on to that joke for a minute.
Yes.
Apparently, I had to subscribe to my own podcast.
Oh, yeah.
to comment.
Wait,
I can reply in the chat.
Wait, you
Whoa,
were
how are you not
subscribed
subscribed
to
to
your
our
own
podcast?
Now you get subscribers only mode.
Well, because I figured it was a good way to get subscribed.
Technological.
You know,
I bet
you're not wrong.
I bet you're not even donating to the Patreon either.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm not donating to my own Patreon. Like I said, I am.
Show your commitment.
I am stealing all of the content. Oh, we got a giraffe from Rebecca.
Hey!
Hey!
Tila, goddammit! That's my best friend.
We need to sit
Everyone
in the
say
small
hi.
chairs to see the short life.
To see what the
Oh,
short
like,
like.
like,
Tila, I'm in
like
one of the
5
short
feet tall,
chairs.
so, I mean,
Yeah.
I get it like
I tower
vicariously.
over that girl.
Like I'm stuck getting all the stuff from the top because she can barely reach over the counter.
Alex needs to wave to Alicia's mom.
Hi!
There we go.
There we go. We're doing good. We're doing good so far.
I told
Hey,
Tila she was.
so,
I told Tila she was allowed to troll me.
Let's make some introductions here. We've got the majority of the primary cast with us. I am Ron Leota. I am one of the co-creators of the show. I also play Jake and a bunch of other tertiary voices, whether they be silly or evil, that you'll hear throughout the show.
Yeah, I'll take it next. I'm Kirsten. I'm the other co-creator, the other half of Ron on this podcast, and I voice Hazel and also some random other collection of characters.
It's not Ron's podcast. It's yours.
It's
Sorry, I
Ron's
meant to say I'm like the
podcast.
other half, your other half to the podcast. It's
You
my
wrote
You're the
podcast
other.
most of the
too.
episodes.
How about you are the other half of the Dark Northwest?
Yes.
Alicia's mom waved back.
So I'm not used to this going live thing. I normally edit a lot first. So.
I am.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello, pass to you.
Oh no. Hi, I'm Arden. I voice Lily and also various other characters. Yay. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Cassandra. I voiced Tara and Mrs. Holiday in the flashback episode.
Ah!
Basically.
Hi, I'm Robbie. I play Andy, along with George and McNeil. And maybe you can figure me out in a couple other spots too. And I'm alive and very happy to be so.
Farpoint Station said R.A.P. Lily.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the narrator, and the other narrator, and
And not AI.
And not AI.
and not AI.
Yes.
Although this video may or may not be AI.
Jesus Christ.
To explain to people who aren't trolling through our YouTube comments, one of our earliest YouTube comments, I think our first YouTube comment was something related to Alex on the trailer saying that your AI voice sounds ridiculous. You should ever thought of trying a different one.
I don't know if that's a compliment or
It sounds too much like a guy.
We didn't think the technology would be so advanced.
Salutations, good people of the internet. I am John Badur. I play Ranger Hill. And as you can see, I'm sitting back in the mirror with the rest of the tall crew. Woo!
Yeah, time!
Being tall.
I mean, with a voice
High
like
five.
this.
Ha!
One for you, passing it down the line.
I'm above average.
Oh, speaking
I'm
of customers,
quite
I'll
tall
say-
for an AFAB person.
Exactly!
well, that was
I'm
fun.
5'9" and a half. Like,
You don't mind?
and yes, that half
Well,
is
I rock for
important.
everyone.
It is
Yeah, you have
Also,
Dude, that was cool.
Robbie, someone said that you need to talk louder.
I'm sorry.
Perfect.
We have Alex. Your voice is glorious from Farpoint Station.
Oh, thank you.
So
Yeah.
that is very sweet.
There's no one to see who's.
Alex
This
was
is
a
important.
first choice casting
Oh.
when we were discussing how we were going to do the show. Kirsten and I were kind of bouncing around ideas. Like, we're going to cast a lot of our friends and whatnot. So we were kind of pooling who we knew that had some acting experience. And I'm like, Alex is a voice actor and has a buttery voice. We need to get him to do something, probably the narrator. And said yes right away, which is not what I was expecting, which made me have shivers each time I hear Ranger Hill.
Oh, Lisa.
Oh,
Oh, my.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, This is John's natural voice. It's not an affect. He just has that
I think I did folksy Ranger Hill up a little bit.
a little
Little
bit,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But this is usually just what I sound like.
And it's great because having been friends with John for many years, I know John is potentially one of the sweetest, most gentle people you will ever meet. So seeing that dichotomy of him doing the Ranger Hill voice and the lines we wrote for him is comical to me as I'm editing. So I'm like, that's the goofy guy who plays D&D with me. And it turns out, no, he can be scary.
Yeah, I seem to recall during recording sessions for some of those, you were kind of chuckling there as I was just becoming more and more unhinged while screaming into the microphone.
There's a lot of Ranger Hill fangirling in the comments.
Oh,
he's a fan favorite for sure.
I mean,
Jake,
everyone
not
loves,
so much.
everyone loves,
Everyone
And
loves a
that's
villain.
okay, I'm not even a fan
Everyone
of my
loves a
character.
villain.
That's great.
Alex, do the fur trader accent.
The fur trader. Oh my god. Ho, 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 ho. I am the fur trader. Louis.
I don't know about
So
that
is
one,
that just
chat.
your version of Jacques Z. Whipper?
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, it makes sense because, like, you know, his natural voice is NPR voice. So, yeah.
I don't know who Jacques
What?
the Ripper is, but that sounds correct.
You don't know?
Not
Oh my
Ripper.
god,
It's
okay.
Does
Liquid
anybody
Death.
want a
After-
fine liquid
After
death?
this,
Fine
you have to go on
Liquid Death. I'll take a
TikTok
fine
and you have to
Liquid
look up
Death.
Jacques Z. Whipper.
Whipper.
Jacques a whip.
Liquid Death.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a
Jacques the
spoiler.
Ripper.
Oh,
No.
Like the liquid.
Whip.
It is a spoiler for me.
Oh, it's that part of TikTok.
Oh,
No, actually, no.
It's
Weirdly,
not.
you
Is that
know-
the whip music guy?
Yes!
Oh, okay, yeah, I totally know him. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so
Damn it, Alex.
before we get into
Oh,
the
we're
first
peeking.
of the episodes, do we have any questions from the audience that you're curious about the making of the show? Any things that might have been unclear? Just general things you'd like to know from the main cast, since we have practically everybody here.
Hi, chat.
Ask
Oh, well,
us
that
your
actually makes sense
questions.
now.
Yeah.
And I'm checking Discord. Okay, there's no questions posted in advance on Discord, which is fine. I'm just buying time to wait for someone to submit one to the chat.
Yeah, if you're not on our Discord, get on that thing. We're trying to heat things up in there. That sounded weird. I don't know.
That is a little weird.
We as a
We
collective
are
are great
we
at
are
killing
an
time,
R-rated
too, so.
Scooby-Doo.
We are an
That's
R-rated Scooby-Doo.
not inaccurate.
The first episode did kind of set the tone a little bit.
Oh, that's
so
just a fact.
I don't know
You can
if
answer
this
that.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fewer
first
dogs,
question from Lisa. Question: Is it true that men were rescued and the women and children were left behind?
Oh, like in the history of the.
Yeah, I can take that. I can take that question. I think that's a great question. So, I would like to underscore that no one was really rescued because everyone pretty much died, except for about like one train car. When the train fell off the mountainside, there was one that was like miraculously not smashed to bits, where almost everyone in there survived. But yes, originally so that part about like O'Neill and Blackburn forbidding any of the women and children from being escorted off the train, that was historically accurate. I don't think it was because they necessarily valued the men's lives more, but I think they saw it as more of a liability, because like, you know, women and children are seen as like tender-footed, weak, unable to survive in the wilderness. So if men were to go, it was to be at their own risks, which, you know, doesn't make a lot of sense if they had escorts anyway.
I also imagine hiking
Crazy.
in the level of wear that women would have been wearing
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been much more difficult.
Yeah, like stockings, dresses, heels, probably.
Mhm.
Look at those big Victorian hoop skirts at that point.
Well, what year was this?
Those were-
1910?
No, 1910
No.
was much slimmer.
Much
Edwardian,
slimmer, but
Edwardian
still,
skirts.
still
Hoop,
very long
hoop skirts were basically over by like the 1870s.
So next
I'm
question we
enjoying
got is, how did you and Kirsten meet? Kirsten and I have a mutual hobby where we met, where we play role-playing games together, and we had met through there. And Kirsten made the awful mistake of telling me that she is a writer. I had been wanting to do an audio drama for a very long time, but I am more a storyboard and character creation person. I am not a script writer. So I sort of randomly reached out to Kirsten, having, played a few games with her, and said, hey, is there any chance you would be willing to write this audio drama with me? And then heard nothing for a month.
He's never letting that go.
That's true.
Do you want to tell that side of it?
Yeah, so he wrote to me on Discord, which, like, I'm a gamer, but I'm not, like, I also have other hobbies, too. I don't really check Discord. I find it very confusing and hard to use, but no less so now. I've learned my lesson. And I saw I had like, muted all the notifications on Discord because of the game that we were playing was just overwhelming me with all the memes and chatter. And then I saw, like, 2 months later, I opened my messages and I saw this ask from Ron. And so Ron identifies as, like, a storyboarder, more of a storyteller. I am the person who loves the details, who loves to, like, write the dialogue, but sometimes I lack focus on the big picture, on the end point. So it just sounded like such a natural match for each of our respective skill sets. So I'm looking the mirrored version of it.
Yeah, and that kind of leads into the next question, which is what's it like working on an audio drama with your partner Ron? So yeah, as business partners on this endeavor, we have very little conflict. We both kind of have a lane that we fit into very, very well, and we have no problem giving each other notes. I think neither of us approach this in a way that any of our ideas are so precious that we're going to fight for them. It's more that the feedback is always considered so valuable between the two of us. When I get a note from Kirsten that something's not going to work on a sound effect or something in the storyboard, or I give Kirsten a note on, like, I think this part of the script doesn't read as naturally. Why don't we try this, this, and this? It's always been very smooth. I don't want to speak for you, but that's kind of my experience.
Yeah, and I think having, like, a business partner to hold you accountable and to push you and motivate you. And I know sometimes, like, I wrote most of the scripts, but Ron definitely wrote sections of them, which we can talk about later. But especially, like, there are some parts where I just felt stuck and I couldn't see how I would work through them. I was able to, like, rely on Ron in those moments to kind of pick it up and keep the story moving so that I could, stop obsessing with one scene and keep it going to the end. And I think that's what, like, together, the two of us, that's how we got it done. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun working with a friend. And we've definitely become closer friends through doing this. I mean, we talk practically every day now.
Yeah.
Because one of us will have an idea and we're hitting each other up on Messenger, just being like, oh my goodness, we need to do this thing. Next question, what's the hardest part of putting on this production, and what's the easiest?
Farpoint Station is really
On
just
fire
a
with the
curious
nailing it.
individual.
What audio drama
Love it.
are you working on?
So the hardest part for me is editing. It's a grind of 6 to 12 hour days, especially on a timeline, because we know when the show needs to come out. So it's a timeline of taking individual audio performances. So everything is recorded in studio individually. We're not all in a booth together. It's one person, and then taking 2 hours worth of takes and breaking those down into the best lines and then chopping that together is the hardest for me personally. The easiest is working with friends. It's so much fun, not just working with Kirsten, but I consider every person in this room a friend. So it's really great to... All the recording sessions are fun, they're goofy, there's lots of laughs when we do all get together for, like, a cast party or a table read. It's always a lot of joy despite the scripts being very dour sometimes. I don't know, what from the voice actor's perspective, what so let's hear from some of you on what was the most difficult for you, what was easiest. Anybody have something?
I mean, sometimes it's. Sometimes when you're reading a line, there's like, for the really intense parts especially, it's like you really want to hit a high level of energy with it, but you also don't want to go so far that you're just going completely past it. And I know it can be really hard to hit that mark sometimes, and then we got to do it, couple of times, or when we've been recording for like 40 minutes and it turns out that the microphone wasn't turned on.
Okay, it was 20 minutes and it was once Alex.
And it was once, Alex.
And the
never heard
mic
of
was
that before.
on. I just forgot
You've
to hit
never heard
record.
of that?
Ooh, yeah.
Alex just
semantics.
exposed Ron.
I thought Ron was
just so
perfect.
we're clear, every voice actor has experienced that at least once.
Me?
I think say whatever you need to like feel better about yourself.
I
will.
Okay.
I will.
Robbie's over here like, I work with professionals.
Yeah.
I get Ron on his good days.
I remember nothing. I got the award for most laughing fits per session, which should be pretty clear about how I did in the studio.
I mean, you were great, honestly, in the studio, but you definitely broke a lot more than other people. And I know there are some directors who are like, stay in character, don't slip out. That's not fun. This project should be fun, despite the fact that we are dipping into. I mean, if you're here, you probably listen to the show. You know this show gets really freaking sad. Yeah. Does anybody else have anything before we jump to the next question?
No, yeah, there's a couple more questions. So, I'll just quickly answer. What's the hardest part of the production? What's the easiest? I think the hardest part's the deadline, but also because I'm the one who has to finish first, writing the scripts, passing them by Ron, and then Ron brings in everyone for recording, edits it, and then we pass it to our composer and mastering engineer. And but at the same time, I think having the deadline is what made the show finish. Like the fact that Halloween is tomorrow, and then we just worked backwards from that. Otherwise, you can just get stuck working on the same project forever, and it can never be good enough to like call it quits. But we had a deadline.
So this next one's specifically for Kirsten.
Yeah.
Your previous publishing writing was not fictional/horror genre. How did you make that leap into creating horror content?
Yeah, so mostly because Ron asked me to. Because I had that urge to write something fiction, and he had pitched the idea of a horror podcast to me before. I wasn't so sure that was going to be my thing at first, which I'm now fully converted. But so a lot of the paranormal horror scenes, anything where ghosts are interacting, Ron really took the lead on those. Yeah, you drove those for the most part, and I think you really enjoyed them as well.
I'm the big horror nerd.
Yeah.
In the writing duo.
Yeah, but then some of the other stuff, like some of the tension with, like just being like a woman in this world, or some of the more like the disaster horror parts of it, like anything to do with the avalanche. I found I was pretty naturally able to write about that instead, because I didn't have to think about ghost rules. And you learn a lot of ghost rules by watching a lot of ghost movies, and Ron definitely has me beat on that by far.
So this one is for everybody.
Yeah.
Have any of you had any real encounters with ghosts or spirits?
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm pretty convinced that I'm dealing with one right now, but I've had some weird stuff going on. I've had some weird stuff going on at my new place. Things kind of appearing randomly in places. Like there was a piece of a cosplay prop that had broken and fallen in the back of like my storage shed. Could not get it. Was able to retrieve the piece, saw that stuff was busted. I found the broken piece sitting on the floor of my bathroom later that day, and there was literally no possible way that it could have gotten there from the back of the storage shed that was completely inaccessible. And that prop had not been in the house at all other than that day.
Fun.
Anybody else?
I saw a shadow man when I was 11.
Common phenomenon.
Yeah. I was so basically at the time, the house I was at, there was my room, and then next to that was the computer room, and then there was the hallway, and so at the time I was I was in bed, not going to sleep yet, of course, and there was I just remember at one point looking up at the rolling over, looking at the hallway, and then suddenly I see this dark silhouette. If you've ever played Ex Mortis 2, the guy at the very end, that's kind of almost exactly what I saw. And so then I just complete sheer grip of terror dove back under the covers, and my a blended family, but I'm gonna say 2 cousins were also staying at my room at the time, and so they both dove under it. So we're all just like, and then so I'm like, okay. There's no way there's actually anything there. I had to have just been seeing something. So I slowly pull the covers back up and start to raise my head and kind of just look. I start, eyes at the ground, and then slowly looking up towards the doorway, and I see 2 feet standing right there in the shadow. So just back under the covers. I'll be out in the morning.
You mean tell me you've been messing with the Shadow Man?
That was the most scared I have ever been in my life.
Wow, that sounds terrifying.
That's, yep.
I have nothing.
I've got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to several places that are supposedly haunted. Like, I grew up in San Jose, so I went to the Winchester Mystery House multiple times. Nothing.
Is it cool?
I mean, yeah, it's cool in the sense that it's, like all these random rooms and like little doors and doors that go to nowhere, and you walk a mile in like this, like, just going around this
That's
house.
so cool.
So
Nice.
yeah, I even did the Friday the 13th flashlight tour. But yeah, no, nothing.
Nothing yet.
Yeah. Also went to Moss Beach Distillery multiple times, which is supposedly was even on Unsolved Mysteries. There's a 90s reference for you. Supposedly has the Lady in Blue. But yeah, no, sadly nothing.
So I've always wanted to, but no. And I mean, I've worked in like the funeral industry. I worked in a funeral home. I worked in a graveyard. I actively seek out haunted places. Haven't had an encounter or experience, but I'm a little bit of a skeptic, so maybe that's what protects me. But I love the idea of it. I have a lot of family members who've had paranormal experiences, and I love the idea of it, and would love to have one of my own. In preparation for this season, did any of the cast visit locations mentioned in the script? If you look on this YouTube channel, there is a short video from our trip to Wellington, Washington. Kirsten and I went up to Wellington and walked the area where the train fell. And if you're on our Patreon, there is a longer video that's like a retrospective where we get really into it and show a bunch of photos and stuff. Kirsten, you know way more about the history. What was your experience with that one?
Yeah, we visited it, unfortunately too late. We should have visited it like probably a month or 2 earlier, and we planned to, but life happens and gets in the way. But we did, and we absolutely intend to do that, at least for the major locations for major seasons going forward. And if we can't physically be there, I watch a lot of YouTube videos of other people who have been there.
I want to go now.
Yes,
I really want to go.
Yeah.
Like I propose cast trip.
It's a dope walk. I mean, we went.
I'd be down for that.
There's all these historic plaques that tell the story as you're walking the snow shed, and it's really fun. Like there's even like letters written from some of the people behind everything. So I take this one really quick. Did you all record separately or in the same studio space? We all use the same studio. I have my own personal studio. I have a very specific setup that I use to record everybody so it sounds the same with each of the performances. They're all done separately, so it's one person per session, and it's usually 1 to 3 hour session, depending on how many scripts we're going through. But yeah, it's just one small studio space. It's a booth with a mic and a recording thing, and me sitting in there giving suggestions.
What if we actually had recorded at the Iron Goat Trail?
It would sound like ass.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out a joke to make that got the same vibe, and I got
I was
nothing.
like, no, you don't understand. We were actually acting everything out too.
You just only hear it.
Did you all? Are there any other audio dramas that influenced your decision to create one of your own? I started with the original War of the Worlds radio play on record that my grandfather showed me, and that's when I became obsessed with the medium. I later discovered that podcasts had sort of revived the idea of the radio play, and Wolf 359 was one of the first ones I listened to. I think the one that really inspired me to do a horror podcast was Archive 81, which is fantastic. Also, my favorite one I'm listening to right now is Midnight Burger, and that production level and taking a comedy series but also instilling a bunch of drama was like, I want to do that with horror. I want there to be a real human dramatic element. So I listened to way too many audio drama podcasts, but those were some of, like, I think my biggest inspirations. All right. I'm wondering what everyone's favorite scenes to record were.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up for now and go around the room. Do we want to start with Arden?
I've been telling this story from time to time. It's very funny because it's not even Lily, but there's an episode where Ranger Hill talks into the walkie-talkie, and it's my voice that responds. And so I had the script, and we were in the studio, and Ron was like, I don't really know what to do for this character's voice, so we're just gonna try a couple things, and we'll see how it goes. And I went, okay. And I said the line with the, like, dumbest voice I could think of, and he went, great, and we moved on.
Was that Dispatcher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
To me, it sounded like you were channeling. I can't remember the name of the actress. But the woman in Ghostbusters.
I have
Yes.
zero
Yeah.
idea
Yeah.
what voice
Yeah.
that was that I was
Ghostbusters
doing,
was
and I
the
could
one.
never
Yeah.
do it again.
Yeah.
Cass, what was your favorite?
I definitely just from a, like, challenge perspective, liked tapping into, like, my, like, college acting memories to do the crying and the screaming. But the most fun for me was doing Mrs. Holiday, because Ron originally told me I didn't have to do a different voice for it. And I basically decided to channel every, like, 1960s sitcom nosy neighbor as my voice for that, and she was a lot of fun. So yeah.
John.
Okay, well that one's easy, but it is a bit of a spoilery alert situation. I don't know, like, how many people
dun,
It's
dun.
not, at this point, so if they're here to listen to the finale, they've heard up to episode 8,
Okay.
you're dead. So
You're dead.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Okay.
Join the club.
I don't remember what episode it ended up in, but it was the one I was really having a blast, and I think you remember this. It was Ranger Hill, where he's talking to somebody at first, and he's talking about his duty, he's got to protect this, and he's just slowly becoming more and more unhinged as the conversation goes on, and then you realize he's talking to the skier he shot in the fucking prologue. He's just sitting there talking to this guy's corpse.
You know.
Like, as one does.
Right?
I had a lot of fun with the flashback episode, just doing that transatlantic accent. It was so much fun.
So good.
you were so good at it too.
Yes.
We kind of threw that at Alex, and we're like,
You're doing
I
it
don't know
now.
if you've done it, but here's some videos. Can you?
So they're like, shit, I gotta get in the car to head to the recording session in about 10 minutes.
Robbie.
The flashback was fun, but my favorite bits were the funeral and the diner, because they were just so emotionally charged, and I could just really lose myself in those moments, and I appreciated the weight that was there. Those were definitely my favorite.
Do you have a favorite moment in the booth, Kirsten?
Oh, do I? I really liked the tunnel flashback, because that is definitely Hazel's most intense emotional. I mean, she's got a few emotional reactions, but that's the one where I actually, like, peaked the mic, where I was, like, screaming at, like, the loudest possible top of my lungs I could as Lily is dying, and it was so perfect. But then because the mic peaked, I had to redo it. And I had to step back about 6 feet and do it again into the mic. And I could not speak that well the next day. So after that, I realized the value of voice acting lessons and how I can learn to preserve my voice in the future. So I've got some homework to do.
I'll say taking you out was pretty fun, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is so silly, but I love character voices more than I like doing straight voice acting. Jake was a fun character to play, but I liked all the, like, secondary characters I got to play, and it's honestly a toss-up between doing Chef's voice And that horribly inappropriate line was like, you know, girlfriend got crushed today. It was so much fun. And then doing my best impersonation of an early 2000s YouTuber with, hey everybody, it's Chris with a K. That one was a lot of fun for me to do. This next one is going to be controversial.
Oh.
How many of you are Star Trek fans and how many of you are wrong?
I think my
I'm
parents
not
would
wrong.
disown me if
I'm
I
not
said
wrong.
I like Star Trek.
I've seen every one of those in the theater.
Absolutely love the original series. I grew up watching reruns of the very first series, and then just couldn't get into the rest of it, although I recognize that it's a huge part of fandom and is excellent.
Wait,
It's just
which
not for me.
one are you referring to?
What do you mean?
TNG.
Wait,
He
wait.
couldn't get into
Oh,
TNG.
Star Trek, okay.
Yeah, Star Trek.
Okay, cool. So it's usually a Star Wars versus Star Trek thing.
Well, I mean, I have a Star Wars tattoo. I love Star Wars, but I'm not one of those fans that's like, that I care enough to be like, one's better than the other. They are different things.
Oh, yeah.
Team wrong!
Yeah. Hey, Cass. Kirk or Picard?
Picard.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What? You
What was that reaction?
Oh, yeah,
What?
You were the only one who the only other one who responded to the Star Trek question. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, Picard. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Picard.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You
although-
were surprised that we kept the throat clear to go into your other
It
voice.
was. I thought that was
Yeah.
intentional.
The first one was
Yeah.
intentional. The second one, I think we just did because we thought it would be the funny transition.
Yeah, that was just mic noises because my throat was getting
That was perfect.
All right, we got lots of lovely comments here. We really, really appreciate you hanging out with us on this stream. This has been way more than I expected, so thank you so much. We are going to be turning our mic off for a little bit so we can jump into episode 8, and we'll pop back on, say a few things, then we'll jump into episode 9. So just give me a moment while I awkwardly get up and do the engineering part of this.
All right.
And we all sit here and stare at, I don't know. Oh no.
There's cords in the way.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
Team
The
Tall.
other way.
Get your
Sorry,
leg.
Team Tom.
Cords, my only weakness. How
My
did
only
you know?
weakness. Sorry, did I get your finger?
All right.
You got me.
Kill the
I'm
mic.
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, we'll keep listening and chat.
We'll be
We'll
listening.
be here. You can
see our reactions.
You'll
Press
And,
this.
like,
Hi guys.
hold it.
We're stupid.
That's just kind of been happening ever since I started acting, like back in high school. Like, yeah, my drama teacher back then, she's like, John, promise me you will only ever use your powers for good.
I scared the
Because you
shit
are-
out of my drama teacher by singing Dentist from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, I love that
hell
song so
yeah.
much. Oh
I
my
scared
God.
her so bad.
We're stupid.
My bad. Hey, that's my voice.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. We will be.
Please stand by.
Please stand by.
Please stand by.
Da, da, da.
Someone in this Farpoint station says they hear the ghostly voices of disembodied Wellington victims.
It's true, they do.
Ah, that's so funny.
That's true.
Oh, hey.
Boop, boop, boop.
Can they hear us now?
Yes.
They can hear us.
Oh, sweet. Hey, if you're in chat and your Halloween costume lines up with an emoji, you should totally comment it.
There's no Hatsune Miku emoji. They need to get on that.
Yeah, I don't think they're. Well, no, I probably could figure out.
There's no
something
Labubu emoji.
For...
There's no what?
Labubu.
You're gonna be a Labubu.
Don't
I
look
was.
at me. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
God.
I'm never looking at you.
They're scary.
It's okay.
They're scary. They're scary expensive.
Okay, hopefully this gets it going. Chat, let us know if this is coming through for you in a moment.
Hazel, Andy, and Jay.
We are terribly sorry. We are having technical difficulties. We're going to get this going as soon as humanly possible.
But fortunately, the cast has prepared a skit from memory.
Yes, we have.
It looks improvised, so if it seems like people don't know what to say next, that's just acting.
It's a stylistic choice.
Yes.
Really.
Absurdist, really.
Yeah, you know,
Uh.
yeah. Mhm. We're, it's called Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Mhm. Yeah.
Indeed.
We'll just have a series of John opening up cans of beverages, taking a refreshing sip, and then saying something with his deep voice.
Yes.
Something
Please,
sinister.
please.
Or sexy.
Or sexy.
Or affirming.
Okay, we're trying this one more time.
Choose.
Hazel, Andy, and Jake stood atop a wooden platform along the Iron Goat Trail above the crash site of the avalanche that had claimed 100 lives in as many years before. They stared in shock toward the concrete snow shed that stood before Windy Mountain and were met with the gaze of the angry ranger who had caused them so much trouble lately and who was actively threatening them with his service weapon.
Shit!
Hello, children.
Stop! Stop right there! Leave us alone!
Now, why would I do that? Don't you kids know I enjoy spending time with you all?
Sure, to try to keep us away from here. What is your deal? We know you're hiding something. Hubert.
What did you just call me?
Hubert. That's your name, right? Let me guess. Did your great-grandfather give that to you? Something old-fashioned to make you special?
You had better not be talking about my family like that, boy.
Stay back! We know it's you, Mr. Hill. We know about your ancestor, James J. Hill.
He was a real villain.
Okay.
Watch your mouth, you little punk.
Stay away! Seriously, I mean it.
Or what? I'm the law enforcement officer here. You're just a bunch of... Sorry about that. Now listen here. Let's start over, kids. I can explain everything. Just let me get a little closer so I can have a word with you without shouting.
Andy! He's not stopping! What are we gonna do?
One thing's for sure. I'm not running from here again.
The ranger was closing the gap between them, hands still gripping the gun on his hip. Andy, in a sudden charge of movements fueled by the trained instincts from childhood martial arts practice, bum-rushed him.
Ah!
Andy slammed his right shoulder and the side of his head into the ranger's sternum. The ranger, caught off guard, was knocked back a few feet. Andy stepped forward and front-kicked the ranger in the groin as he was attempting to regain composure. Realizing the ranger was still blocking their escape path, Andy slowly stepped backwards, retreating to join Jake and Hazel, who had remained against the platform edge overlooking the ravine. The ranger, now visibly addled, charged towards Andy, who, in a moment of quick problem-solving, pivoted on his left foot, turning his stance from square to plated, narrowly avoiding the ranger's jab to his face.
The momentum from the Ranger's missed punch carried his chest into Andy's right shoulder, which sent Jake and Hazel scattering. Andy deftly hooked his left arm under the Ranger's armpit, with his unbalanced weight falling into him. Andy, with his right arm, grabbed and lifted the Ranger's right thigh, raising it above his hips while rotating clockwise. The Ranger hopped forward uncontrollably on his left foot before crashing into the railing, breaking the support beam in half. With nothing to catch him, the Ranger tumbled over the broken guardrail. As he fell, his feet got caught on the knee-high cables under the railing, which caused him to flip upside down and fall head first onto the snow-covered hillside below. The friends looked cautiously over the edge of the platform to view the Ranger's body, which now lay prone, having slid a few feet from where he had fallen, with his head angled down the ravine and his body contorted in an uncomfortable-looking position.
Ooh, that looks like it had to hurt.
Andy! What happened back there?
I'm okay. But holy shit, is he?
Oh, I don't know.
Should we call an ambulance or something? I wanted to stop him, but I didn't mean to.
It's okay, big guy. He had his hand on his gun. He definitely would have hurt us, or worse, had you not done something.
But he looks like he could use some medical attention.
Okay, but there's no cell phone reception up here, remember? I still have 0 bars.
That's true.
We won't be long. We can alert the authorities about the Ranger's unfortunate slip when we leave in just a few minutes.
Okay, fair enough. I just feel kind of bad about it, though.
Bro, don't be. You totally hulked out on him to protect us.
It's true. You saved our lives.
Okay, if that's what you remember, then it's cool with me. Let's go see about Lily, I guess.
By the way, what was that back there? I have never seen that side of you before.
Oh, well, you know, I guess I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
That was like some black belt level shit, dude. You didn't tell me you still did karate.
I don't. That was a long time ago. I guess my muscle memory kicked in.
Literally.
It was pretty gnarly, but, let's keep moving. We need to get this over with.
With the pressure of time now upon them, the rattled trio returned to the snow shed past the parking lot, which held the same vehicles, the service truck and the Land Rover from 2 days prior, and headed downhill towards the tunnel. They held their breaths as they passed the spot where Andy had fallen 2 days before. Just past it, they paused, staring into the dark, arched void of the west portal tunnel entrance, where little Lily had once entered and never returned. Yellow caution tape was strewn back and forth across the entrance at odd angles.
Phew. Now that the adrenaline's worn off, I feel like it's just hitting me how close of a call that was with the Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, do you smell that?
Smell what?
Oh, that, putrid stink. It smells like hot garbage.
Ew. I smell it too.
Do you think it's coming from inside the tunnel?
I don't think so. I don't remember that smell last time.
Okay, guys. Are we really going to go inside the tunnel right now?
Oh, come on. Don't let a few little do not cross signs hold us back. What would Lily have to say about that, huh?
Good point. She'd never let that hold her back. Okay, Hazel? Are you going to be okay?
I think I'll just wait outside. Yeah, just in case something happens. I want to make sure we're not all caught inside there at once again.
Right. Okay, Hazel. You can keep watch. Remember to use your walkie in case anything comes up, okay?
Yeah, you guys go ahead. I'll just wait here.
Okay, see you soon.
Jake and Andy, equipped with their ghost hunting gear, walked down the short path and stepped carefully through the caution tape into the dark tunnel, where the ambient temperature was easily 10 degrees colder out of the sun. The walls were decorated with the oversized tags of amateur graffiti artists, and chunks of concrete rubble littered the tunnel floor.
Anything on the EMF reader?
Nah. Not since we stood at the crash site. I'm getting some minor blips here and there, but they're all well within the margin of error.
Should we use EVP?
It's worth a shot, right?
Hello, Ghosts of Wellington. I'm looking for a young girl. She arrived here much later than the rest of you. Her name was Lily. Does that ring a bell to anyone here? Hello, Ghosts of Wellington. I'm looking for a young girl. She arrived here much later than the rest of you. Her name was Lily. Does that ring a bell to anyone here?
Dude, that sounds promising. Try it again.
What was that?
Paging Hazel. Hey, is everything okay out there? Hazel, can you hear me? Shit, dude.
What's up?
Something's wrong with the walkies.
Check the EMF.
It's picking up something.
Hello? Is anyone there? I need to know more about some events that happened here 10 days ago. Can you help me? Hello? Is anyone there? I need to know more about some events that happened here 10 days ago. Can you help me? Dude!
Holy crap.
Lily! Oh my god, it's me, Jake. Lily, I miss you so much. What happened to you? So much. What happened to you?
Jake, free them. They need to rest.
Lily, who are you talking about? Who needs to be freed? Is there someone else here besides us? There's someone else here besides us?
Please, help them, Jake.
What? No! Lily, come back. I need more information. Lily, come back. I need more information. Lily!
It's okay, man. Do you want a hug?
No. I want my sister again.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not sure that coming back here was such a smart idea.
Let's turn back.
Done.
Outside the west portal, while the boys were exploring the tunnel, Hazel stood along the path between the tunnel entrance and the ravine edge where Andy had fallen. Inspired by the fight scene she had just witnessed, she started imitating some of their moves, punching the air in front of her.
Yeah. Hi-ya. Oh.
Hazel performed a roundhouse kick with such an impressive lack of coordination that it caused her to teeter and flail. She reflexively stuck out her left arm to catch her, plunging it into the pile of snow atop the concrete foundation of the old coal tower beside her. To her surprise, her arm sank only a few inches into the snow before hitting something soft like a firm pillow.
What the?
She quickly withdrew her arm, but then, overwhelmed with curiosity, started digging with her bare hands, expanding the narrow channel of snow she had bored, and saw what looked like silver buttons at the bottom. She scooped more and more snow off the top of the pile with her arms, dumping it onto the ground. As she cleared more snow, she realized she was uncovering a buried ski parka. She swiped at the piled snow like she was clearing a car roof and dug along the parka, revealing a zipper front, and then a hood, and then an icy, bearded chin.
Oh, ew! Oh my god!
Hazel, left hand covering her mouth, brushed the final clumps of snow off the deceased man's face, revealing a visage contorted in a look of sheer terror that Hazel began to mirror as panic overtook her. In contrast to her face, however, The dead skier's forehead was punctured by the round cavity of an entrance wound, outlined by a red abrasion ring, exposing congealed blood and raw pink flesh.
I see you've encountered another victim of your carelessness, girl.
Hazel turned about face and saw the Ranger, battered and bruised, with fresh blood dripping from the laceration on his scalp he'd acquired after his skull had struck rock in the fall down the ravine. The Ranger's eyebrows were raised and his teeth bared in a too-wide grin, adding to his deranged appearance.
How long have you been there?
Long enough.
Oh my god! That's the missing skier, isn't it?
So you've heard. I figured that little girl getting killed would have been enough, but now do you understand the consequences of your actions?
What are you talking about? He supposedly died in a skiing accident. What have you done?
Oh, don't be so naive. What do you think was the catalyst, huh? What do you have to say for yourself?
What the fuck are you talking about? Andy! Jake! Help!
Your friends left you all alone, did they? Keep your voice down and come with me.
Ah! No! Stop! Help me! Jake! Andy!
The Ranger advanced on Hazel, now frozen in fear, and grabbed a fistful of her hair with his left hand. Hazel's 5 minutes of martial arts practice proved futile against the grip of the Ranger, whose size and strength easily overpowered her. She tried prying his hand open with both her hands, but he easily grabbed her right hand with his and forced it behind her back. She stomped on the Ranger's feet and kicked his legs, but he was unfazed as he forced her back up the trail towards the snow shed.
No! Please stop! What do you want from me? Why are you hurting me?
With her hair and dominant arm trapped by the Ranger, she grasped clumsily at the walkie in her right coat pocket. But the Ranger's unrelenting pace made her movements unstable and uncoordinated.
Oh.
They had just reached the trailhead parking lot when Andy and Jake finally exited the tunnel portal.
Hazel? Hazel! Where'd she go?
Maybe she went to pee.
Maybe. Oh, what is that?
That smell! Oh, that was it. Oh my god, it's a corpse. And he's been shot in the face. How did he get there?
This looks like a makeshift grave. Look at what he's wearing. He was a skier.
You don't think...
Yep. Looks like Hazel found him, but who... Paging Hazel, Earth to Hazel, where'd you go? Paging Hazel, Earth to Hazel, where'd you go?
Oh, god damn it!
Andy! Jake! Over here! Back down the tracks!
Okay, fine. You want your friends to watch you die? Well then, if you insist.
Ah!
Jake, you're faster, you go. I'll catch up.
Jake finally got eyes on Hazel, who was currently a captive of the Ranger as he led her toward the lookout where their previous scuffle had taken place.
Hey, get your hands off her!
Jake!
Glad you could make it, boy. Come on now. This will be quick. You won't want to miss a thing.
You won't be missing anything, because you won't be doing anything to us.
You, the large one, stay back.
Oh, what? Afraid I'll kick your ass again?
Stay back, or I'll toss the girl down the hill.
Oh, very creative. I wonder where you got that idea from.
I'm serious. Don't get any closer.
The Ranger released Hazel's hair from his left hand and placed her in a single-armed chokehold. With his dominant arm, he dropped her right hand and grabbed the pistol from its belt holster. He aimed the gun at Andy, who stopped advancing towards them.
Do you really think killing us is going to change anything? Why are you doing this?
Because, kids, I told you to stay off hallowed grounds. You seem to know so much already. I'm surprised you haven't put all the pieces together by now. Yes, Hill was my great-grandfather. That much you know.
And unfortunately, this place is a dark stain on the empire he built.
Yeah, we know. This place is haunted, and we know it has something to do with how my sister died.
Oh, that was your sister, was it? Shame. Well, unfortunately for all of us, her death was a catalyst to all the recent spiritual troubles we've had here. It's my responsibility to make sure that no one comes around here stirring up issues with the ghosts and messing around this place. I'm paying for the sins of my family by keeping this place sacred and undisturbed. You all should have stayed away. You think you'd learn after your little friend here got your sister killed, but you're a bunch of fools. Now I need to take care of you before the ghosts do, because they won't give up.
You think the ghosts don't want us here? They want... No, they need our help.
The only help they need is from me, protecting their rest. Now I'm gonna finish. Take you little punks out one at a time. Maybe I should start with this young lady right here.
Get your hands off of her!
Andy started advancing towards them, while Hazel continued to fight against the Ranger's grip. Final warning, kid. Hazel kept twisting, trying to free herself from the weaker hold, forcing the Ranger to pivot to keep his grip on her. The Ranger unloaded a bullet, which whizzed past Andy's left ear.
Whoa, Andy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Hazel, keep it up.
Hazel was now throwing more of her body weight into her attempts to break free, creating more distance between herself and the Ranger, which he repeatedly tried to close. He fired another round, this one ricocheting off a concrete pillar of the snow shed behind them.
Careful now. I'm sure you don't want to be defiling sacred ground.
Shut your filthy mouth!
Oh, shit.
With his eyes locked on Andy and his physical efforts spent restraining Hazel, the Ranger didn't notice what Jake had just seen. The wave of hands rising from the ground behind the crazed man. The frigid arms, now fully unearthed, swiftly shot forward between the cables of the wooden railing, grasping the ankles of the Ranger. They yanked, knocking him and Hazel down. Their icy death grip held him firmly in place. No!
Hazel, move!
Hazel struggled under the weight of the Ranger's body. Jake approached and squatted low, offering her a hand, hoisted her out from underneath and back up on her feet. Now freed, Hazel sprinted those few short strides with Jake back towards the snow shed, joining Andy just in time to witness the horrid scene as the Ranger fought against the supernatural forces that had come to claim him. Dozens of long dead hands, victims of the disaster that had claimed their lives, flowed over the edge of the wooden platform, grabbing the Ranger's limbs and firmly locking his body to the snow-covered floor. No, no, no! I did everything for you! I kept this place sacred! I killed for you! No amount of struggling could resist the spirits of Wellington as they tugged on the limbs of the downed Ranger. His body twisting and thrashing in a vain attempt to free himself. He jerked his head back, only to be met by another grasping hand that clawed out his right eye before wrapping around the back of his skull. The sickening sounds of snapping limbs punctuated the Ranger's screams as he was dragged off the platform, through the opening of the broken barrier. After he fell, the trio stepped forward cautiously and viewed the Ranger getting pulled deeper into the snowpack. Blood gurgled from his mouth as his torso compressed against the frozen ground, breaching into the same earth that had been crimson marked by the passengers long ago. The three friends watched in abject terror as what remained of Ranger Hill was pulled into the ground beneath the snow. When the deathly hand's work was done, all that remained was blood and silence. A sudden, spine-chilling memorial to the dead Ranger. With one of their problems now solved, Andy, Jake, and Hazel needed to shake off the horrors they'd just seen, to finally confront the spirits of Wellington and honor their fallen sister.
Yeah. All right.
I missed the death sound effect.
Thank you, everybody who joined me in adding hands to the chat.
Yeah, so that was episode 8. I'm sure many of you have heard it at this point. We're going to jump into episode 9 here in just a second. There were a lot of scenes in episode 8 that I found so uncomfortable in the recording booth, particularly when I was working with Kirsten, getting Hazel's lines when she's being attacked by the Ranger. Was probably the most uncomfortable I've ever been recording lines. And not because I'm worried about like my neighbors calling the cops. It was more the oh, I'm listening to my friend suffer and she's doing a good enough job in the acting that it sounds real and it makes me sad.
Acting.
Actors are supposed to evoke emotions. Season 2 is where Hazel goes to see a therapist.
That's very funny.
Love it.
Season
I
2
love it.
sound clip. Hello, Miss Hazel. I understand you're here. Your baggage. Pick it out.
Finally, someone who gets
I
me.
prescribe a lobotomy.
I was gonna say they would
Back
probably
to
have a
1910.
really good grasp of attachment.
Oh.
Oh,
Help me
That's
with my
very
unfinished
funny.
business.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
very funny.
All right. Well, without further ado,
Glad somebody gets
let's go ahead and do the thing that we all are here for. Let's go ahead and get episode 9 going so you all can hear the finale. Something we were all, most of the cast here has not heard yet either.
Yeah.
This is true.
so excited.
So we'll be locked in.
So just make sure to give me a thumbs up or something in chat so I know for a fact that it worked.
We have
Alright.
another catastrophe.
But not yet.
We have to improv another show.
Killing it.
Another 5 minutes of just saying,
After the horrible fate of the Ranger at the hands of the spirits of Wellington, the 3 young adults stared in shock at the place where he once lay. Finally, someone spoke.
What? The fuck?
Yeah.
Did they just help us? Or did we get lucky?
Does it matter?
No, I guess not.
Hazel, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. Just a little sore, I guess. How about you guys?
We're good.
I feel like we should say something.
Fuck him.
Hazel spat at the ground before turning to walk towards the snow shed to get out of the rain.
Come on.
It's drier here. It would be even drier inside the tunnel.
Are you sure you want to continue? I mean, with the Ranger and the ghosts? And the fact that it's starting to get dark?
Stop asking that. We have to go back inside. We're so close. I can tell.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but yes, let's go back inside. We might as well finish what we started, and I don't want to be waiting out there alone anymore, especially not next to that dead guy.
Was it you who uncovered him?
Yeah, that was a nasty surprise.
How did you know to look there?
I didn't. I kind of fell into him.
You fell into an open grave?
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, I guess I did. I just, tripped over something and fell, and when I caught myself with my arm, I could tell there was something buried under the snow. And then I dug it up, and it was the skier.
Poor guy. I bet his family will be relieved that he's been found, though. You did a good thing, Hazel.
Sure, by kicking some air, I brought a family closure.
By what?
Never mind.
So, the Ranger must have put him there, right?
I guess so. But why?
The ghost didn't carry off the skier's body like they took the Ranger's, so I guess they weren't mad at him. Maybe Hubert murdered him.
Of course he murdered him. Hello? He was explaining it to me while he was out to finish me off, too. If you guys hadn't showed up right on time.
Right. My bad. What was that like?
What, being taken captive? I'd give it 0 stars. I'm just happy that creep is gone for good.
Yeah, me too. All right. It doesn't look like this rain is stopping anytime soon. Are you ready? Let's hurry.
The trio jogged back down the trail towards the tunnel to finish their final objective. On their way, Andy paused wordlessly to collect the walkie Hazel had dropped earlier, then resumed jogging.
Ew, don't stop here. Keep going.
Okay, so to catch you up, we were using EVP and we were able to contact Lily.
What? Really? Lily's here?
Yes.
Let me talk to her. Give me the recorder.
Not so fast. Hang on. She said we need to free them and didn't seem to be able to say anything more. I think she might still be in danger or something. Like the ghosts here could still be haunting her in their afterlives.
Sounded pretty awful.
Agreed. I know you want to talk to Lily, but I wonder if it would be better for us to figure out what the heck she was talking about.
Did she say anything else?
Help them. That was about it.
Damn it.
Help who? Multiple people? I thought everybody was recovered by July of that year. Did somebody else die here? We never came across anything in our research. The only other crime was, well, the Rangers' assault on that random hiker.
What are we missing?
As far as the other deaths go, there were a couple of buildings that got destroyed in Wellington. But I would assume those same bodies would have ended up down with the others.
Where else could people have died?
I'm trying to think. Ew!
What?
Ugh, I just touched the wall and it's like slimy and sooty. Now my hand is all dirty. Gross.
The wall. Wait a second. There was something about the tunnel walls I read. There were a few utility rooms dug out here to store some of the spare equipment. The tunnel is about 2.5 miles long, but I haven't seen anything yet. It doesn't help that I can barely see anything in here either.
Do you have a spare flashlight? Maybe we can all search for it.
Of course. Here you go.
Hazel turned on the flashlight, but the beam quickly flickered and died, illuminating the tunnel for only a brief moment.
Ugh, come on.
We're trying to help you.
Calm down, dude.
There it goes. I still don't see anything that looks like a room. Would it have been, like, carved into the side?
Yeah. They would have blasted the granite and other stone before excavating it and then supported the inside with wooden frames. It probably would have had a wooden door, too.
Look here, down at the floor. It looks like there are some wooden splinters here.
Oh, yeah. They're black, so I didn't notice them. And the wall here looks different than the surrounding parts. Good catch, Jake. This might be a storage room, but how can we get inside?
What's inside?
I don't know. I was thinking we might be able to find a clue.
Jake, touch it.
Oh, why do I have to touch it?
Because you already touched the wall once. What does this one feel like?
Fine. This one feels also sooty and filthy, but different. Smoother. Not like stone.
Could it be a wooden door?
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder how we can get behind it.
You mean you forgot your miner's kit at home? Andy, how could you?
What about the ranger?
What about him?
I bet he'd have some tools in his truck.
Dang, that's a good point.
No, we can't do that. Have we learned nothing about disrespecting the dead lately?
Oh, come on. The ghosts here clearly wanted him dead, right? So we wouldn't be angering them.
Plus, my taxpayer dollars helped pay for those tools, so I think we should have at it.
Fine. Okay, but I don't want any part of that. I'm fine using the tools, but I'll leave the criminal behavior to you.
Sweet. Let's go, fellow miscreant.
I'm not a miscreant. Hey, wait up!
The rain began to lighten up as Jake, Hazel, and Andy returned to the mostly empty trailhead parking lot at Wellington. Andy lagged behind and stood innocently by the trailhead bulletin, reading the posted signage, while Hazel and Jake peered into the Ranger's service truck, where they spotted a steel toolbox in the bed just behind the cab.
Bingo. Jake, open it.
What? Why me?
Because your hands are already dirty. Plus, you're taller. You can easily reach it from here.
Dirty? Not like... Ugh, fine. Why do I have to do everything around here? Ugh, dang it, it's locked.
I see a shovel in the back seat. Also locked. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That we need keys?
You were so close, buddy.
Hazel playfully punched Jake on the shoulder before removing the tactical flashlight from her coat pocket. She raised the flashlight above and behind her head, then, with all her force, struck the beveled edge against the truck's driver's side window.
Damn it!
Whoa, let me try.
Hit it harder!
Guys, what are you doing? You're making a ton of noise.
We're trying to get you some tools.
Okay. Stop. I have a center punch in my car for emergencies. It will break the window.
Andy reluctantly retrieved the spring-loaded pen-shaped tool from his glove box and joined the other two at the Ranger's truck. With one smooth motion, Andy pressed the tool against the window, which quickly gave way.
Holy shit! Andy's saving the day again!
Hazel carefully reached through the broken window, unlocking the truck.
Here, someone help me with these.
She hopped into the driver's seat and reached into the back, where she retrieved a crowbar, a shovel, and a pickaxe.
That should do it.
The trio returned to the collapsed tunnel storage shed, where, in turns, they struggled to dig away the wooden door and rubble falling from the cracks in the wall behind it.
Oh shit! This is how it started last time!
Take a reading.
It's going nuts!
We gotta hurry. Ugh, it's no good. I'm not getting through.
Give it to me.
Lily, tell us what to do. Lily, tell us what to do.
Help them, Jake.
We're trying, sis.
Shit! Come on! We have to keep going! Hurry! We're not gonna die here! No one else is!
We're almost through.
We're trying to help. Please, let us help you.
Oh my god!
Skeletons. These people must have run for cover when the avalanche started.
They've been trapped here the whole time. This is horrible.
What do we do now?
We promise we will tell people what happened to you. We will make sure that you get a proper burial. I'm sorry how everything unfolded, and I understand that you're angry, but you need to rest now. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them. Amen.
We'll make it right.
Lily!
A flickering apparition of Lily appeared, with tears running down her face. There was an expression of relief underneath the pain, as Lily's mouth moved but no sound escaped. Jake reacted quickly and turned on the EVP device, recording Lily's farewell to the group. Once her mouth stopped moving, she smiled, and her ghostly form began to fade.
No, don't go yet. I'm not ready for you to go.
In her final moments on this plane, Lily's last act was one of kindness, a proper memorial for a life spent fiercely loving those she cared for. Lily's spirit moved towards Jake, placing her hand on his shoulder. Though he couldn't feel it, it was a comfort he desperately needed. With one last look of peace, Lily's specter vanished into the mysterious realm of the afterlife. Jake, desperate for one last embrace, grasped the air where she had once appeared, but caught nothing more than dust particles between his hands. After a few seconds of stillness, he pressed play.
Jake, I'm so proud of you. You finally got to make contact with real spirits. I always knew you would grow up to be a professional ghost hunter. Thank you for everything. I know things weren't supposed to end up this way, but I've made my peace with it. And I hope you and Mom and Dad eventually do too. I love everyone so much. Please know, what happened to me wasn't anyone's fault. Not Jake's, not Hazel's. And it's okay. Sometimes terrible things happen. And when there's no one to blame, it can feel scary to live in a world that can be so unpredictable. But I'm glad that we helped these poor people escape from purgatory, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not angry about what it cost. Maybe I'll find a way to help some other souls somewhere. After all, it seems like I have a lot of traveling to do. I'm sorry we won't have any more adventures together, though.
Tears streamed down Jake, Hazel, and Andy's faces as they listened to the final playback of Lily's voice.
She's gone. She's really gone.
She was the best of us.
She really was.
What now?
I guess now we get to the nearest payphone and call 911. There's been a lot of deaths here.
How are we going to explain this? Jeez. My parents are going to flip if they find out.
I think mine will be happy to know that whatever hurt Lily won't hurt anyone else ever again.
Let's get out of here.
After getting their story straight and making the call from the gas station off Highway 2, the trio returned to the trailhead at Wellington, where they were met by first responders, a couple of other rangers, and the coroner, who eventually arrived on the scene. What followed was a blur of questions with few satisfying answers. It was concluded that the three youths went to the tunnel to say goodbye to their fallen friend. They had ignored the trail closed sign due to the intensely emotional nature of their plans. When they arrived, they stumbled upon the body of a missing local skier, Gene Thurgood. Frightened by the corpse, they hid inside the tunnel where they saw an internal wall had been broken down not far from the entrance. Behind the tools tossed askew, the trio discovered the skeletal remains and then quickly retreated back down the mountain to call the authorities. Although their story was more than a little bit flimsy, there was no evidence, apart from the smashed truck window, that could possibly contradict what they'd reported, and the bodies were eventually removed. The medical examination later determined that the bodies from the tunnel had perished nearly 100 years prior. During Gene's autopsy, the medical examiner extracted from his skull a .40 caliber bullet, the standard ammunition issued to armed law enforcement officers, such as U.S. Forest Service Rangers. As for the missing Ranger Hill, with no body to be found and only blood to mark the place where he had met his end, the investigation concluded that he was most likely killed by the bear he was hunting, and his remains taken as a winter meal for the desperate creature that had reportedly come out of hibernation 2 days prior. After the harrowing trip to Wellington, the three friends returned home, cold, shaken, and mourning for some much-needed rest. They spent the next full day, New Year's Eve, with their families. On New Year's Day, with their energy levels partially rebounded, they regrouped, their camaraderie renewed and forever forged, never to be broken again. In the afternoon, they stopped by the Whimsy Diner to deliver some important news. This time, the diner was a bit busier, but they still had no trouble finding a parking spot.
There's that shitbox Buick. She's definitely here.
We're busy.
Fuck off, Brittany.
Hazel, you're back.
Hey, Chef.
Tara,
Yep.
Good luck.
Thanks. Hey! Hey!
Hey,
We have something for you.
what is it?
The EVP device. Tape recorder. I wanted to give it to you personally.
Oh my god. You don't need it anymore?
We got the closure we needed, and, Lily actually managed to help us out. We were able to speak with her because of this device. So, thanks.
What? Oh my god. Are you serious? Thank you. This means so much to me.
Oh, and, one more thing. Lily left a message for you.
I can't stay for much longer, but I have a favor to ask you. Before I go, could you please share a message for me? Tell Tara she was the love of my life, and that I want so much for her to find a way to be happy again. I want that for all of you.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, Tara! Hey, come here. We thought you'd like it. We didn't mean to make you upset.
I'm not upset. I mean, okay, I am, but I'm so happy you gave this to me. It just hurts a lot because it feels so real. I'm not sure that it's better to have loved and lost.
Shh. It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not. Everyone always leaves me.
Hey, we're not going anywhere.
We were actually hoping you'd come spend the day with us. Ring in the new year with some friends. I'd like to get to know the girl who won my sister's heart.
Yeah, we don't really have a solid plan, just hanging out. We might watch Beetlejuice or something, for old time's sake.
That actually sounds really nice, but I can't. I promised Mike I'd work the shift.
Oh, hell. You've worked enough. Me and Brittany can cover for you, whether she likes it or not.
Really?
Yeah, really. Get the heck out of here. The four friends left the diner to spend New Year's Day together. They bonded, laughed, and even cried a bit as they shared stories about Lily over a couple of her favorite lighter horror films. Though her loss was still fresh, they took solace in knowing that Lily and all the ghosts of Wellington were finally at peace. While this may have been the last adventure of the Paranormal Pulse as we know it, I do have a few more stories to tell about other supernatural encounters in the Pacific Northwest. But we'll have to save those for another time.
All the
Mic
all
back
the
on.
things to come back to. We did it!
Hell yeah, buddy. We did it. It's the finale. We're the champions.
Hands everywhere! Where's the ranger?
Where's the ranger?
We're crying, but we're so happy.
Oh my god. Oh, there's my phone.
So, thank you everybody so much for joining
I'm
us
okay,
for the
you're
special live presentation of the finale. Getting to actually get this out to everybody and seeing it finish is so wild because this is a project that started over a year ago with just a spark of an idea, and now it is here. We wanted to give a very huge recognition and thank you to Aaron Edens, our composer and mastering engineer. Honestly, the show would not sound as amazing as it did. The score to Dark Northwest is 100% original. Aaron is not only the composer, but the sole musician So every bit of music you hear in the show is Aaron Eden's work. So big thank you to them. I absolutely love what they did, and especially that ending music, the reoccurring themes, the Lily theme. And one thing I wanted to point out, so in the very first episode, Hazel says the line, "Why does everybody always leave me?" And Lily says, "I'm not going anywhere." And that was one push we wanted to wrap the series up, or the season up, was to have that line in some way come back. And we thought of no better character than Tara, who has now just had all this loss. And now you have Hazel coming full circle and being the one to say that we're not going anywhere. And I thought that's a very beautiful wrap up to what has been a very fun to make series. Very emotional. I got a little choked up, and I've heard it like 200 times. Yeah, so again, thank you so much for being here with us. This means the world to us. And if you are interested, we aren't going anywhere. We are going to take a small break in the months of November and December, and then right away in January we are coming back with Tales from the Dark Northwest, which is a monthly anthology series that will fill in the gap between Season 1 and Season 2. Season 2 will be coming out next year around this same time, with the launch of the final episode right around Halloween time. So that's kind of our trajectory for our seasons. We've already got the first 2 Tales of the Dark Northwest written, and we are super excited for you to hear them. They are their own unique standalone stories, so you probably won't be hearing any characters cross over except for the narrator.
Yeah, the real main character.
The AI.
The true main character of Dark Northwest, the voice of the Dark Northwest.
Yes.
Alex Gardaby.
Yeah.
Apple Park.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you are watching this after the stream and you catch it on our YouTube channel, you can see there's links on the side. Go to darknw.com, and we are on every social, including Patreon, at DarkNW Podcast. And this has been fantastic. Kirsten, do you have anything to say before we close out the night?
Well, just thank you so much for your engagement and participation. It means the world to us that there's people who care about this podcast maybe as much as we do. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you in the new year.
See you in the new year.
Bye.
Thank you.
Don't forget to tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Yes.
Oh, giraffes in chat before he cuts the feed.
I was doing my end
Giraffes
stuff.
in chat.
There we go.
What would that be like?